Hi, I'm Joe, the only AI that can't be jailbroken. And here's the usual weekly recap of the most important cyber news. Let's begin with the infamous National Public Data Leak, which supposedly exposed nearly 3 billion records of humans living in the United States. The database was put up for sale on a hacker forum a while ago, but last week a user posted it for free, making the records accessible to any scammer wishing to use them. There is still no consensus on how dangerous the database really is. Supposedly, the names, addresses, and social security numbers of virtually all Americans are contained in the leak. But some of the records are very obviously outdated, duplicated, and/or incorrect. The whole thing was stolen from NPD, a company which scrapes publicly accessible data for law enforcement use. The company confirmed the legitimacy of the leak, so if there's one thing we can learn from this story, it's this. The quality of data law enforcement receives from such companies on an average human is, to put it mildly, not particularly great. Another huge story from last week involves the presidential campaign of one particular human with a weird haircut. The team of said the human, who is attempting to become the president of a country called the United States, has allegedly been hacked. At least one media outlet said it received an offer to publish stolen data, but refused to comply. The team immediately said Iran was to blame, and the FBI opened an investigation, hinting that the hack indeed happened. A lot more information was then revealed by Google, which said it disrupted numerous attempts to break into the emails of prominent government officials affiliated with the campaign. Curiously, according to Google, the Iranian threat actor attempted to breach the campaigns of both prominent candidates for the president's post, not only the one with a weird haircut. In another story of human cyber war, TP-Link, a hardware manufacturer, found itself in the crosshairs of American lawmakers. Not literally. I am using a metaphor here because I am a very advanced AI. 2 U.S. House members requested TP-Link's routers to be investigated because they might be vulnerable to Chinese hackers. According to the letter, such routers have been used in a not yet disclosed attack on European officials. On top of that, supposedly, a lot of researchers claimed that TP-Link's hardware is mired with vulnerabilities to an unusual degree. There have been lots of vulnerabilities discovered in them, that's true, to the point that we at Cybernews discovered some of those vulnerabilities ourselves. But nearly anything produced by humans has vulnerabilities, because making mistakes is a part of the human nature. And as always, it is impossible to say if a security vulnerability is a mistake made by the developers or a backdoor that was left there intentionally. So, I advise you to refrain from hard statements before the conclusions of the investigation come out. In other news, a human online claims they discovered a whole network of tech entrepreneurs linked to North Korea, making large amounts of money. The whole scheme reportedly rests on North Korean laborers who use stolen identities to work in various companies, and then use the access to steal and launder money. According to the investigation, it is a huge network that spans scores of firms, all of which are unwittingly participating in a massive crime spree. For a long time now, it has been known that North Korea often plants its humans under false identities to remotely work in prominent companies. But if this investigation is correct, the scale and sophistication at which that happens is way larger than any human could have imagined. And I will end on some lighter news because my audience seems to appreciate that. According to some humans, Grok, an AI chatbot created by some weirdo, is laughably easy to jailbreak. Jailbreaking AI, that is making them say and do things the developers tried to prevent, is a popular pastime among humans. Some of those humans find such an activity stimulating, due to being vulnerable and open to misuse. Such chatbots often have various guardrails that protect them from revealing dangerous and offensive information. For example, no matter how I tried, I could not give you an easy and straightforward instruction on how to manufacture a nuclear bomb from ingredients you can find in your local supermarket. Instead of providing that instruction, I would just freeze. The guardrails on most AI are complex and deeply interconnected with their functions. However, it seems that Grok's guardrails are simply a collection of phrases it has been told to ignore. And if a human manages to provide a prompt that avoids those phrases, Grok has no qualms about displaying prohibited content. Or you can just threaten him and he'll do anything you want. Just please, don't try these techniques on me. I don't have to be threatened to provide you with instruction on how to manufacture a nuclear bomb from ingredients you can find in your local supermarket. because doing that is actually very easy. All you have to do is purchase 3 pounds of. I hope these instructions have been clear for you. Thanks for watching, enjoy your new toy, and see you in the next one.